In order to understand the process of flowering, photoperiodism is an important term associated. Photoperiodism is the reaction or response of the stimulus, that is the light availability period, to carry out the process of flowering. Thus, photoperiodism is a reaction to the stimulus, that is the light availability period, for the flowering process. As we all know that in order to study the growth of the plant and the process of flowering, it is essential to study few most important factors, one of which is light. So the reaction or the mechanism that is associated with the availability of light period is known as photoperiodism. It can be defined as photo, light and periodism, the period available. For example, the plants that grows in light are normal, healthy and green. But on the contrary, the plants that grow in dark are thin, weak, long and yellowish in color. As a result, the plants that grow in dark are not effective and are not useful as compared to the plants that grow in light. Such a dark growing plant is known as etiolated position. Now, on the basis of photoperiodic character, that is the light availability for the process of flowering, mainly three types of plants occur. Thus, on the basis of period of availability of light, the plants can be classified as first long day plants, second short day plants, and third day neutral plants. In these plants, the name itself defines its meaning. That is, the long day plants are the plants in which sufficient amount of sunlight for long time period is necessary for the process of flowering. In short day plants, the amount of light required is comparatively less and therefore the process of flowering can be carried with the help of limited amount of light. And in the third part, that is day neutral plants, in such plants, the process of flowering is not restricted to the availability of light and so they are known as day neutral plants. Thus, long day plants can be defined as plants or flowers that grow in long light, that is long time light availability period, and short night period. And so, such long day plants are also known as short night plants. Examples for such long day plants includes plants like wheat, poppy and oats. Such plants are called long day plants or short night plants. The second type of plant involves short day plants. These type of plants are totally opposite to the previous one, and therefore these plants are also known as long night plants. Because in this, the plants or flowers can grow with limited amount of light for a short time period. And therefore they are known as short day plants or long day plants, that is long night plants. Example for such plants include plants like paddy, soybean and xanthium, which are short day or long night plants. The third type of plants are day neutral plants. They are the type of plants in which the process of flowering or the growth of the plant is not affected by the amount of light that is given for a period. Thus, these plants are not affected by the light presence or absence. Example for such plants includes tomato and maize, which are considered as a day neutral plants or the plants in which flowering is not affected by the amount of light available. This figure depicts the comparison between the two types of plant, that is short day and long day plants. As it can be seen from the figure, in long day plants, if the amount of light available is more for a definite time period, then the process of flowering occurs. On the contrary, in short day plant, the amount of light which is available for short time period, the flowering occurs within them. For a photoperiodic response to be carried out, various hormones take part in carrying out such a response or reaction in such a manner that the interruption of any or dark period between different types of plants in order to carry out the process of flowering affects the other. For example, in long day plants, if during the process of flowering the amount of sunlight that is available gets lower down, or its time period gets short, or gets interrupted with a dark period, then the process of flowering cannot be exhibited. Thus, the process of flowering becomes interrupted. Such a situation would also be the same for short day plants, in which the process of flowering would be interrupted if the amount of sunlight available would be for a long time period. Then that would affect the short day plants and thereby its process of flowering. In this flowering process, the hormones play an effective role in order to carry out the photoperiodism mechanism.